Alright, this video is the modification I did on my VFC stock. What it is that this piece right here, the part that connects to the stock, it's this very, I would say, small metal, because these two little parts right here and here, are the only two parts that actually make contact within the stock right here, and that's not a lot of surface area, because it just goes right in that hole, which is very thin. And in fact, it's thinner than how this plastic is right here. And that's not good, because if you pinch that too much, you're screwed. You're going to break it, and then your stock's not going to retain, it's just going to fly out. There's not even going to be a point to having a retractable stock, because it's not going to retract when you pull it back. You're just going to pull out your stock. So, my modification I did was, we have these little washers that just came from like a little set here. See, it says machining screws. I'm pretty sure you can just pick this up at Hayes Hardware. But it's just these little washers right here. You just, get a Dremel tool, grind them down, little saw, hacksaw, file. Do what you want, do as you please. But you just modify them down to where that's the screw that you need. So let's see if I can get to focus. Okay, it's not going to cooperate. But the little screw that, you screw in on the hole right there, you just take the washer and you cut one side of it, because how it fits in is that you have your stock right here, but you see how it's not a full circle, and it's because this part interferes. This part right here. So you just take your stock and fit it right there, and you see once you grind it down it will fit perfectly, but the full washer won't go. Which, I mean, if you have a small washer it would work, but I don't really want to do a small washer because, the whole idea of this mod is more surface area, less problems. Now, the thing about this is that the screw is only a certain size and it's very small. And, you already have this one washer right here, and then this one. This one I flattened down a little bit more because, because I was working through the problems, and then I figured out an easier way to do it, which was to just cut right here, to which I just grinded it down and then used my file to flatten it. And because you have to compensate that, because this part is a lot longer, and, these washers are taking up space from the screw, and you still have to make sure that the screw threads through. So you have to make sure that you cut off enough space right here, so this washer, and the plastic between the stock that you're basically making a sandwich between still has enough room to fit, which, I mean, I would grind mine down a little bit more right here, but, just trial and error. That's pretty much what tech work is. But, you just put the screw right here. I usually, have my stock standing up, and then I take my washer and I just put it right in place, and then just throw my stock on. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail. But that's pretty much the whole process of it. And with this, when you try and disassemble and reassemble your stock, because there is a purpose for it, because to get to those wires, you have to take that out because those wires suck. So I would install less resistance wires like King Arms, or go to Radio Shack and get some 16 gauge wiring, just something that will cause less resistance, because there's a lot of energy held up. So that's pretty much all you do in terms of it. Just, work around until it fits perfectly for you. But it's just two washers modified to fit, and then modifying your stock bar right here so it retracts. Which, I mean, don't get scared about doing this, because you get scared, you mess up. Just be confident in it, and make sure that you take out this screw right here, because if you're grinding it down and the screw's right there and it falls out and you don't know where it is, guess what you just did? You done goofed. But make sure whenever you're doing this, you have to cut a little hole on top right here, make it like the outside of like the power symbol, because inside the stock, I don't know if it will see in here. Yeah, you see right there that plastic piece poking out. That will interfere if you have a full circle washer, because it just won't go in. So just make sure you have this little cut right here to go around that plastic piece, and then you'll be all good. Alrighty, if you need any questions, comment below, and have fun.